Allah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Hey,
Make it
Bruno,
mainstream.
what if-
Mainstream.
Yo,
Make it
Bruno.
mainstream.
What if I told you something, man? What if I granted you every letter in the Torah, and I told you that the Quran confirms the earliest gospel of Q? What are you gonna tell me? Go ahead.
I want to carry on with the host because it seems like
No,
the host was
I'm the
about to
host.
drop
I'm
me
the host
because-
now. I'm the host now. Yes, the
What's your
Quran.
question?
The Quran confirms. Let's say, granted, for argument's sake, every single letter in the Pentateuch, in the 5 books, and in the Q Gospel confirms the Torah. Go ahead. Now what?
Yeah, so if the Quran confirms the previous scriptures, which were the Torah and the Gospel, then I cannot.
Q's Gospel. Yes.
If the Quran confirms the Torah and the Gospel, then I cannot take the Quran as as a primary source to go to.
Why
it confirms
why is that?
scriptures from the previous books.
No, Q
then I
Gospel. Sir. Q's Gospel doesn't have a passion narrative.
Finish.
Yeah. So again, Q's Gospel, which is the earliest Gospel, written around probably 40 to 45 AD, earlier than Mark, is free from a passion narrative, free from a crucifixion, and free from vicarious atonement. Yes, the Quran confirms Q, and the Quran confirms the Torah. Go ahead. What's the argument now?
Well, I don't think we're gonna go anywhere with this. So,
Answer the question, sir.
yeah, because you don't have an argument.
Oh man.
It's because you don't have an argument. You don't even know what you're arguing.
He doesn't know what he doesn't know what Q's gospel is.
Orthodox.
Wait, let's play. Do you know what Q's Gospel is?
What is the Q?
Why don't you ask? Why don't you ask and be humble and just ask?
So this whole time you don't know what it is? It's the source material that Matthew and Luke used beside Mark. So Matthew and Luke used 2 sources that we know of, okay, other than their own unique sources.
Yep.
They used Mark, and they used the Quell Gospel.
Yep.
In German means source, okay, Q. Okay, that's what it's known in scholarship.
Okay,
Q's
so how does
Gospel.
that relate to what we're talking about?
Yeah, so the Quran, I can grant you the Quran confirms whatever Matthew and Luke have in common that is not found in Mark. That is called Q, and it is the earliest gospel that we have. It is free from a crucifixion. It is free from vicarious atonement. It is free from anything like that. It confirms the Quran and it confirms the Sunnah. Jesus is just a man. He's just a prophet.
He didn't get
He's not crucified. He's not crucified. He's confirmed by John the Baptist. He's baptized. He has parables and teachings that confirm with the parables and teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. So we confirm Q, and we confirm every single letter in the Torah. Given, granted. What's up now? I can grant you from Genesis all the way to Deuteronomy. Now what? What are you gonna do about it now?
No problem. But Q is, it's no longer exists. So that kind of
No longer. Yeah. Okay. And we don't have any
Yeah,
manuscripts
who
of Q.
cares?
Well, okay, yeah, now what? Yeah, we don't have manuscripts of Q. It's still consensus that Q has existed. Do you have any evidence that Q didn't exist? Because the evidence suggests that Q existed. We have significant evidence, overwhelming evidence. If I were to sit down here and tell you the evidence, I would have you on chokehold so much that you'd be begging for me to let you go. So yes, you want the Quran to confirm the gospel and the Torah. Yes, the Quran confirms the gospel and the Torah. Now what?
Okay, so the next question, like I said to you, would be to show me evidence of what you're saying is true, because
Evidence of what?
That the Q is still exists to this day, because
Yeah.
we have to talk about
the evidence of Q. Okay, you want the
You're not
evidence?
even letting me speak.
I got you. Just said to give you evidence of Q. I'm about to give it to you.
I know, but you know, let me. But okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
It's your life anyway. Go ahead, man. You run the show.
No, finish.
It makes sense.
I don't want you to cry victim. Go ahead, finish.
No, so basically it's some sense. But anyways, what I was saying to you that if you say that the Q gospel exists, then you're gonna have to show me evidence that they exist on the gospel on the books to this day.
Okay, no worries.
Then
we could start here. Sorry, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it consensus that Q exists today in modern critical scholarship?
Are you asking me, or you
I'm
He's
asking
asking
you.
you. He's
provide me
asking.
the evidence? Wait, yeah, I ask you to provide me the evidence, and you come
Yeah,
back with a
we're
question.
gonna start one by one. Relax, cowboy. Just answer the question.
Hold on. Listen, I'm being very
Are you gonna
without
answer the question? Look, 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 look.
So you
Answer
don't
the
you don't
question. He doesn't
okay.
know the answer. He doesn't know. He doesn't know the answer.
He doesn't
He
know
doesn't
the
know.
answer. It's
He
okay.
doesn't know.
I'll tell him. Yes, it is consensus, and it's been consensus since the 1900s that Q fixes the synoptic problem. The synoptic
Okay.
problem is this. Synoptic means seen together. Matthew, Mark, and Luke are the synoptic gospels. Synoptic means seen together. What is the synoptic problem? The synoptic problem is that Matthew, Mark, and Luke, they have so much material in common. The Greek is literally copied, word by word, copied identical for a lot of the sayings and a lot of the sequences. Yet, there's a lot of diverging and there's a lot of differences. So what is the synoptic problem? Okay. Well, how do we know that Mark was written first? We know that Mark is written first because of many evidences. The first one, because Mark is the shortest gospel, and if a gospel is written later, then historically it would have more material, and if written earlier, it would historically have less material. Why? Because as the faith grows, people want more information and add more stories. That's not the biggest evidence, though. The biggest evidence that Mark was written first. So can you please give me the explanation for why, when Matthew and Luke share a tradition found in Mark, they share it in the same wording and in the same sequence, but when they share a tradition not found in Mark, they share the same exact wording, but not in the same sequence. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bruno. You're good.
Yeah, respectfully, I don't know the answer to that, but I
Okay,
will say this.
the answer to that, the only answer to that is that they didn't only use Mark as a source,
I
but
know.
they
Can I
used.
just say this, Orthodox? Respectfully, can I just
Go
say
ahead.
this?
Go ahead.
No, I just want to know, where are you going with this, because
Synoptic problem.
Good.
Synoptic problem.
Yeah.
so for you to say,
It's called the synoptic problem. So
okay,
scholars. So
no,
scholars. So
just a second, just a second.
let me finish.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, scholars have said that Matthew and Luke must have used another source material, and it must have been a logion, a saying source. Why? A saying source is not a narrative. It's not a story with a
Yeah,
sequence.
not a passion
It's
narrative.
Jesus
that's
said,
fine.
Jesus, let me finish, dude. I'm educating you right now. You should be taking notes. Jesus said, Jesus said. Just words of Jesus. That's why Matthew and Luke, whenever they share traditions not found in Mark, they say the same exact sayings material, same exact words in the Greek. Same exact words. But the timeline and the sequence where it's found is always different. That means Luke
Yeah,
and Matthew.
we're arguing off the two source hypothesis, basically.
Yes.
Bruno, just so you know.
Good. So Matthew and Luke, we know this from the evidence. Not only did they use Mark as a source, they also used another sayings gospel that scholars call Q.
Yeah.
Now, from the material, from the sayings material that is shared by Matthew and Luke, that is not found in Mark, this confirms the Islamic faith. This is exactly what Q is. Jesus
Yeah,
has disciples. Jesus has parables. There's no passion narrative. There's no vicarious atonement. Okay? God will raise up other children of Abraham. Parables about the kingdom of God. And so on and so forth. So yes, the Quran confirms the gospel generally. And the general confirmation is Q. Do you have anything to
fine.
argue?
So